They rap until a nigga see them in the flesh. They capping, I'm action like 10 in the chest. One in his head, senior regard, senior respect. Beat the odds and I was dealt every card in the deck. Went from hanging with the stars to the yard getting wrecked. Now I'm right back balling like clay in the flesh. They like, nah, boy snapping like he never left. Ain't capping, I'm captain with the streets for real. From a place where the Ooders only know to eat and drill. From a place where they probably want peace but still niggas' actions confirm that they eating pills. Niggas hanging with rats now, it's who got the pack now. They even got the nerve to say New York getting whacked now. I'm stating the facts now. So-called real took the elevator up but won't send this shit back down. I want the top spot so I came with these niggas. Just so tall, never aim to please niggas. Telling sometime you gon' have to leave niggas. Niggas know it all but they don't know how to lead niggas. Get money or starve, what you willing to do for it? You gonna take the time if they come take you for it? Comes to this bag, I'ma make me a move for it. I ain't getting rap money yet, I'm trying to move forward. Destroy, rebuild, celebrate each meal. I raise my palm.
Oh man, I didn't take off the banner. Damn it. There we go. What is up, people? What is going on? We are back. We are here. Another episode of the O.O.C. The stranger is in the house. Hey, you heard that, right? You heard that, right? I almost said the AAC.
Yep, I heard it.
The O.O.C. Dewan is in the house. Stranger is in the house. Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. We got the full panel back. JG is back in the house this week. Good to have you back, brother.
Yes, sir. Salute everybody.
Yes, yes, yes. Roberto is getting his heights on, so you know how it goes. I get my heights on during the stream, so that's why I don't have to really worry about it, because we already know that my heights are getting... Trust me, I'm getting high when we do the show. So what we're going to do is like we always do. The man, the myth, the legend, JG. Tell us what to do, brother.
Yo, yo, yo. Salute everybody. JG Shaolin, terrific, the undefeated, undisputed final boss of the 36 Chambers of Shaolin. Wee! Black Jim Kelly, martial artist, film actor, Nzo. Yo, yo, thank you all for coming in for this live fire and brimstone stream. The O.O.C. with the host, Nzo, a.k.a. the Abbott and the Osiris of the the Spliff King and the Professor of Gunja, alongside his co-host, Mr. CPT Time himself, Roberto, a.k.a. Mr. 100, a.k.a. No trouble did anything gonna be Irish. No woman, no cry.
Boop, boop, boop.
And I'm prohibited from announcing anybody else, so I will stop.
You see? First off, I was going to say JG's on a roll tonight talking about CPD Time and Black Jim Kelly on. So, and then he stopped with not saying the Danny part. So perfect job. Perfect job, JG. Good job. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Much appreciated. We do have a great show for you guys tonight. Should be very entertaining. Of course, we're going to wait till Roberto comes in here to get the topic started. You know what I mean? So just quick note, JG, how was your week, man?
It's been rough, man. It's situation with my dad and all that stuff. But other than that, man, it's just like I always say, different toilet, same shit.
Facts.
But I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. Still running around. Still got my legs. Still can see. Still can hear. Still can think. So that's a blessing.
100%. I agree with you on that. My week was pretty good. I didn't really do much weekend time, just chilled and all that. Said JG back from trying to find out where my future wife is hiding out with those other Texas Democrats so he can turn her being his hateful, spiteful self. You know what, Mike?
You know what? I have not mentioned her name. You remember last time I forgot what the heck her name was. That's how long it's been since I mentioned her. But because of you, Mike, I will mention her. That low-class, hood rat person that you love, that's your future wife, you can have her. I'm not fighting for her. Plus me. Trust me. Many people in Memphis have had her, brother.
Wow. Do you hear that, Mike?
I said it, Mike.
And you know, Mike, stick around because I got something for you too. Right? I seen a little video today and I was like, oh, let me make sure I either kept the video or I recorded it. You know what I mean? Just a little something for you. It's coming. I just gotta finish doing this crap that I'm doing here so we can get to the topics that we have. But 100%. But I got some side topics while this stupid thing takes forever to do this crap. Right? Roberto's in the house. What's up, Roberto?
What up?
What you saying, brother? You good?
I'm good now.
Excellent. How was your week?
My week was good. I shot a 92, a 94. I'm loving it, man. All this fucking sun.
I'm assuming that's good.
For those of you that don't know, he's talking about golf, and nobody really gives a shit about golf.
You asked the question, you got an answer. Now, if you want preference, you got to tell me.
You know what I mean?
Hater 24/7. Imagine you walk to somebody, hey, how are you? Well, I don't give a shit.
You know, Roberto, I'll say 23 sevens. I give a 1 hour where I don't hate on nothing, but I'll say 23. Can you agree with that? 23?
Listen, if you run with the flow, to each their own. If somebody's happy in what they're doing, then let them be. Have to play that Beatles song for you. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's people who could say, Nzo, you see how times are rough? How you spending money like that on your Jordans and shit? Everybody has an opinion, right? You love it. You could do it. You do it. Some people will say, I don't see the logic, but that's their site. That's their business.
Well, the reason why I would say, or my answer to that, I would be saying, times are rough maybe for you. They ain't rough for me. They ain't rough for me right now. So, you know what I mean? That may not stay that way, but right now it's not rough for me. So yeah,
in general.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying that would be my answer. You know what I mean? That would be my answer. Oh, don't tell me.
I don't think either myself or JG are surprised with your answer. I know you. What? I know you. You say you changed, but we didn't change everything.
Well, no, I mean, technically, no, but I mean, if it was rough, I would say,
I'll give you that.
A little bit. And if it was rough, I would say, yeah, you're right, and I shouldn't be doing it. But I only do it because I can do it. And you know more than anybody that I've been through my rough spots. Nzo. You know what I mean?
You know me. I'm an athletic mofo. I was playing 4 or 5 sports in a year, all year round. And now I got one left. Don't destroy my one thing, man.
What are you saying? It's the one thing you can do that? No, right? It's the one thing.
Listen, I could go on the ice, but the prognosis the doctor gave me makes me say, why the fuck would I do that? Imagine a doctor tells you your knee is slightly torn, but it doesn't require surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I do? What the fuck? My knee's going to be slightly torn my whole life? I can make a sudden movement. And pow, he goes, yes. I go, well, I ain't making no sudden movements. Golf seems to be okay. You know?
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you. Like, would you be able to go and, play a game if, like, let's just say it's just a pickup game, you know what I mean? Like just me, you, your brother, a few people on there doing it. Could you play a game like that, or you wouldn't even chance it?
Hockey, or you're talking basketball?
Hockey. Yeah. I'm sure you would chance basketball though, right? Because kind of different.
No. Basketball's been written off a long time ago. Basketball's free for life.
Done? Never again on the court?
Hey, listen, when I almost broke my shin with these guys playing basketball all liquored up, all these fucking bouncers and shit, I did the math. Listen, basketball's free once a week. Hockey is $4.50 for the season twice a week. What the fuck are you doing? You know, I'm going to let something that's free take me out for something I can't get my money back from? Hell no. So you do the pros and cons, and, hockey won. Because I know playing basketball, these guys are my boys. I love them. We go way back, all the way to motions and everything, Mm-hmm. But, man, some of these guys from old school are still running the same way like old school. Drinking like, how do you play basketball after killing a bottle? I don't know, man. And you think you're coordinated? Holy fuck.
So hockey, you would try that.
Hockey, I might, because everybody tries to
got
be, and that's how I got taken out. So,
I got
if
you.
I quit on my own terms, no doubt. You said hockey, I'd lace them up, but I didn't quit on my own terms. So that PTSD is always there. Someone comes behind me, I don't know how I'm going to react.
No, I feel you. 100%. I don't wrong you with that. Yes, Mike, I will wait until the end to bring it on. If you got to bounce, don't worry. Just send me a message. Let me know you're back in there. And if not, you can catch it on the replay. But I definitely got something for you, 100%. I ain't going to forget you. Well, I smoke a lot of weed, so I might forget. So message me so that I don't. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely might forget. But we got a great show for you tonight. Roberto is back in the house right now. But before we get started, there was something I wanted to show you guys. Just give me 1 second while I try and make this edit real quick. You see on my screen there, right? Shit, hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play this video for you guys real quick and then come back to this. So let's read it. A group of white girls decided it was a good idea to do blackface and post it. It's only 34 seconds, so let's go.
Número uno, como
All right. Hold on, let me stop this real quick.
Por la cama
Roberto,
somos tres, porque no nos
what are your thoughts?
Where's this?
I don't know. Let me see if it says anything.
You see where the world's going, huh?
A group of, yeah, it doesn't say where.
So
well, that could probably move into your first topic. We could do yours first because actually I still got to get this video for Dr. Umar set up, which is what I'm doing now. But what are your thoughts on this? And then because I think it ties more into what your topic is.
Well,
go ahead.
It just goes to show that people are getting more and more brave, and some people seem to take this on now as a fad. Because if you're going to start doing this and making videos and think there's no repercussions, I don't know.
Facts.
All I know is I see that. I'm in there. I'm going to be in there screaming shit, man.
100%. I agree with you. I think it's fucking stupid. JG.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, this stuff been going on for I don't know how long. Problem is, social media is just everywhere now. Everybody's got a camera, everyone. Well, Roberto was right. Yeah, I think people are more brave now to do it, right? And then once they get caught, they do the whole, comedian Godfrey did a stand-up where he says, "Oh, white girl tears, right? When they start crying, asking for forgiveness, like, "Oh, I didn't know." Yes, the hell you knew. Yeah, this is sickening, man. And who came up with the idea to do it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
Facts.
what reception did they think they would get by doing this?
Facts. You see, that's the thing. I think the problem is there's no consequences to a lot of these people's actions, right? They can just get away with doing all kinds of effery and making fun of black people and thinking that it's okay because nothing happens to them. And to Roberto's point, it's like they use it as a joke. They think it's a joke. They think it's funny, and it's not. And, it's like, oh, we as black people could run around and do whiteface, but if we did that, it doesn't have the same impact. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing as them running around mocking us with the dark black skin and the red ass lips and shit like that. It just doesn't work the same when it's us. So I don't know, man. It just,
it's a whole history behind it, man. The mental show shit and all this stuff. It's a history behind it, right? If you want to claim the untouchables as white, you can do that. But let us do something with a yarmulke on. See what will happen.
I was just gonna say that, JG, because my brain cells are a little scattered. I was Kambala. And then you said that, I was like, what? Kingsley? I was going to say that. It's true. It's true, 100%, JG. Let that happen and see what happens. I don't know where this took place. And I don't know if they're mocking Cubans playing Latin music. Need to know more behind it. What is this girl on the left? She's the one who filmed it?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, there's really not much
in the
detail.
world?
Yeah, there's really not much details of it.
Okay.
It just says that they actually did that. You know what I mean? So
I wonder if it's some sorority stuff, because that looked like maybe some sorority kind of crap they're doing. I don't know.
Well,
either way, it's stupid.
You don't see one black person walk by that whole video, huh?
Oh yeah, of course not.
So they're obviously somewhere where there's not many of us, because that looks like it's a mall, a restaurant area. It's got to be one.
But you know what's funny though, Roberto? I think they always do these things where there's none of us around. You know what I mean? They make sure that we're not around because, hey, I said it last week, man. You do stuff like that, and there's a black person around, and they do something. It's fuck around and find out, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about you, but obviously, you know how it works. When you watch a feed, you get fed. I'm getting all kinds of propaganda with this race shit. That's why I wanted to talk about it. And it's funny, because there's a lot of white people speaking out, man. And a lot of white people are dropping knowledge that some black people didn't even know. Like I saw this one thing, this woman was talking about how to a brother, it was a podcast, and she was telling him it's in our DNA with the chains around our neck. Because the more money you make, the bigger the chains get, right?
Yeah.
She goes, you go back, I don't know if she said 200 years or something about where it's in our DNA. When slaves were looked upon being sold, the ones with the thicker chains were the better slaves to reproduce, the ones to work hard in the field, the ones that don't disobey and listen. Those were the ones with the big chains around their neck. And she was dropping this knowledge to a brother. And the brother's reaction was like, holy fuck. Like he was blown away. Never in life did I hear that. It's the first time I ever hear it. And she says, if you want, look it up. But I could tell you at the rate they're attacking your people, there's not going to be much information out there for you to find because they're deleting it all.
100%. 100%. That is without a doubt, they are trying to delete our history, bro.
They said, 100%. While you guys are sleeping, Trump is signing shit. And black Americans, and I hear when I say black Americans do a crime, they could be deported somewhere else. And the courts cannot argue it because the Supreme Court gave them or Trump the right to do it, and no court could question it.
Well, we're definitely going to get into one of the things that Trump did.
Thing, bro.
Pardon me?
This is where the whole race war is going on because...
Oh, no, I know. This is where, and that's why I said, because we got another thing, right, where we actually see some of the effects of the bill that Trump signed, right, which is the topic after, which is the feds raid the blacks in D.C., black people in D.C. So yes, there's a video on that. Right. You actually sent me the video, then I seen it again, and I'm like, you know what? This is something to talk about as well, because that's where it seems to be going. And then in the video that I watched, they said the 5 places that Trump delegated the FBI, the feds to take over, to have power, they all have black mayors. Just so you know, right? So that's something
black mayor, black chief of police.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, JJ?
Not only that, they're women.
Facts.
That's like, that shit should be known. What?
And the stranger said, well, that's why I just saw it today. I saw something that basically says Trump made it so he can review anything that goes in. I think it's like the Nashville History Museum about race. Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. He's definitely trying to erase our history.
He's writing it all off. He's telling people what they could look at, and what he says is real now.
Mm-hmm. So you had this thing on the race wars, Roberto. What do you think? Do you think we're headed for that?
Well, you see, hold on a minute.
Yeah. I'll let JG go while you talk. JG, what do you think?
Yeah. I'm talking about the race war right now. Just
okay, you can go back to this one if you had something to say.
Yeah. I was looking up that person. Somebody posted her IG account,
Mm-hmm.
Cami Mancini. I don't even know if this is in the United States. It could be somewhere else. But either way, the fact that they bold enough to do something like that is just. We need to get together, man. Black people, whether you're in Africa, Canada, we all need to get together, band together. I don't care what tribe you're from, wherever the ship landed. It don't matter. We all black, right? We need to band together.
It's happening, JG. It's not. I don't even think it's going to be happening because we speak to each other and say okay. It's because the provoking is going to be extended beyond the U.S.
Agreed.
That's what I think.
Agreed.
Yeah, because it's already, at least to us, when we talk about it, me and you, at least, Roberto, on the show, I can't speak for all Canadians because, you know what I mean? But we can feel the frustration of it too as well, right? And we hear, and we don't even experience half of it, but just to see that, people of our color are going through that shit, it's fucking annoying, bro.
Well, some shit took place in Ontario with some young Caucasian hockey players that overstepped their bounds and forgot that there's telephones, people filming you. And now they ain't on a hockey team no more. But if you're that bold-faced to do it in the parking lot of a shopping mall,
was that the one where they call the Indian people?
I don't know. I don't even know who they were talking to. I just know they were telling them, "You immigrants, go back to where you came."
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know they were hockey players. No, I didn't know that.
Hockey players, young guys. Really? All you have tattoos all down your arm, like.
Yeah. Calling the Indian guys them the N-word, JG.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody's N-word to them, man. You know how it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't our color, but yet
I don't know. Some of them Indians damn near our color, bro.
I agree. I mean, I'm just saying, like, anybody that's a dark skin is an N-word. You know what I mean? Light skin, different kind of color, Indian man is an N-word. So I just
what about me? What about my color?
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
what's up?
How you doing?
Good. What about my color?
Roberto got out there and bro, like, get your ass out the camera. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you.
You're trying to steal my shine. Nah, we ain't doing that today.
Nah, I mean.
I know what you mean.
Turn that camera off quick. That was fun. I ain't mad. I do the same thing, brother. I ain't mad at you.
I tell you what, it's good to see her, though, man. You definitely got to wink up and have a barbecue or something,
Oh my god!
You guys don't even know. Last week, I think I had. Well, JG wasn't here, and I had my shit off the whole show, more or less,
Mm-hmm.
And thank God I did, because like near the end, they opened the door, and I turned to see like who's opening the door, and my daughter's holding a water pistol.
Oh, she got you?
All up in my face. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Man.
I was in shock. And it just closed the door, run away laughing. I was like,
where your wife go? Tell her to do it tonight. I got to call, like, why you got the camera on, just spread you with some.
The whole family teamed up to want to come and get some laughs on my fucking behalf.
Oh, this bastard had the camera.
I would have freaked out because, my daughter's boyfriend was saying, no, don't do it. Don't do it. He's doing the show. Don't bother him.
Smart guy.
I laughed at it. It was funny. They really caught me off guard.
Yeah, for sure. But for you, it's like, I had my camera off, motherfucker. So you got me, but you didn't get me.
Thank God, because that would have been enough laughs, especially if Danny was there.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Back to the matter at hand.
Yes, sir.
Till we can find out who these people are and where they did it, it just goes to show, like I say, it's spreading.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, there's a town in Illinois.
Whites only.
Whites only.
Whites only.
And they put up signs on their town's border or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No whites. No Jews.
Mm-hmm.
No lesbians. No blacks.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2025.
Facts.
What do you think provoked that shit? You think someone could have did that? I don't know, 5-10 years ago?
Absolutely not. But you know what's good?
All undercover. Go ahead.
Because I think last week when you said, I think you said it best, where you were like, yo, if you want to have your black towns, go right ahead. Your white towns, go right ahead. But let us have our own. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do, that is fine, right? Because if you really think about it, culture comes from us, bro. You know what I mean? So let us own our own shit.
Not only that, I don't go to JG, who's our, fellow American friend, and say, JG, give me the history of fucking brutality on black towns, prosperous towns in the U.S. I don't think to ask him that question, but yet, because of the shit I look at and what comes my way, another white person educated somebody saying there was a Black Wall Street in almost every state.
Mm-hmm.
And every black prosperous thing there was taken out over fake propaganda. Some black guy touched a white woman, and that town was gone. There's even a highway that goes across water that was a town, and people that go in that water suddenly drowned.
Mm-hmm.
Like 21, sorry to say, Caucasians died in that water. And they're saying that's the ghost of the people you took out, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know,
Changing things have happened on. So I don't question anything. I know karma is there for a reason.
Yep, and I definitely agree with you. I think at certain points, and you guys know me already. I've been like saying this shit for the longest time. It's just that for us all to get together, I don't see it happening. I hope it does, right? But because that's what we need to do. We all need to come together. We all need to stand up, and we all need to, the Jewish people do it, right? Mm-hmm. They have their own community. Their money stays in their own community. You go to the supermarket, and what do you see? The kosher section. You know what I mean? That's where they spend their money. Of course, they're going to have to buy stuff that aren't kosher, but most of their majority of their money stays in their community. We don't do that. Imagine if we did, how rich and powerful we as a people would be, bro.
It's not just the Jewish community, man. You got the Asian community that does
Asians too. Yeah, 100%. Asians do it too. Yep.
The Southeast Asians. Everybody comes here. They do it. Mm-hmm. We've been here for so long. We still haven't done it right. And this is my opinion. But this usually what happens when things get bad. Everybody wants to come together, right? George Floyd. Everybody wants to band together.
Yeah.
Somebody gets jumped. Everybody wants to come together.
Yeah.
When things kind of die down, we all separate again.
And go back to doing the same shit we used to.
Look at the immigration thing, right? How much we talk about black-brown unity? How much we talk about black and black unity with American blacks, African blacks, Jamaican blacks, Haitian blacks, and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we need to get together when immigration things going on, but as soon as it kind of settles down, oh no, you're that kind of black person, right?
Yeah.
You're that kind of it separates, right? We need a consistent. Something consistent, whether good or bad, we need to stay together. And we need political power.
Facts.
The one thing we don't have that they have is political power. They got somebody in the office that can help them out doing things. Something I didn't know. The Indians, well, I guess Southeast Asian, I don't want to, say the wrong thing when it comes to them. They have their own kind of caucus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
They get shit done. We can't get anything done. And that's why I'm so hard on these black politicians. I'm sorry, Mike, I got to do it. I don't want to hear your lip service. I don't want to hear your lip service.
Say your name, JG. Say your name.
What is her name? I keep forgetting her name because she annoys me so much.
Jasmine
Jasmine. I don't want to hear your lip service. What bills are you trying to push through? I know it's hard to pass them, but what are you pushing through?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when she was talking about farming and picking cotton and all that, like, oh, that's slavery, that's blah, blah, blah. Farming is $1 billion industry.
Oh, 100%.
Whereas we need to get out there and farm our own shit.
Facts.
We need to get out there the stuff we used to do.
Agreed.
That's where the money is.
Agreed. Now, I think she was talking about working on a farm for other people. That's slavery. But doing our own farming and shit, like I think, and I was a couple of maybe about a year or two ago where there was videos where they showed actual black farmers and the trouble they were going through. You know what I mean? And that too is extremely racist over there. They don't want to see no black farmers. You know what I mean? That's their thing. So I'm right there with you when it comes to we need to have our own farms. We need to have our own banks. We need to have, everything, like just black owned everything where the black money can stay in the black community. But the problem with that is there are a lot of us who don't like to see other black people get on top and like to hate on it and won't, out of spite, go spend their money with the black person and will go spend it with a white person. That's a problem. You know what I mean? That's a problem. Like you see a black man who has his own store or whatever, support that store, bro. You know what I mean? Support that store.
Even it just takes a situation. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Look at the tariffs and what, he did to us and how Canada's become so united now. Like, to be honest, if I saw something made in Canada, I would kind of turn away before because I always wanted stuff that the States had.
Yeah.
Yet now,
yeah.
That shit says Canada. Give me that. I don't care if it's $2 more. I'm helping.
Oh, 100%. Whenever I go shopping, I'm looking and say, okay, this is Canadian, got it. This Canadian, got it. You know what I mean?
So that's how we're kind of brainwashed so easily to divert a different pattern to what we normally do. So just think about something that goes back and back and back, and they've been doing to us for generations after generations. My biggest thing is the brothers in the States that are speaking out about the fuckery going on amongst our own people. He's calling out facts. He's calling out why the fuck are 3 black people breaking in someone's house and killing 2-3 people for what? And because he's talking like that, you should see the comments, man. You you Karen, that poison is going to be the hardest thing to get out of our community, Nzo. And I feel that poison are the PCBs, man, paper chasing bitches. They will do anything for money, turn on their own people for money or an advantage. Because they think, and they've, again, propaganda telling me, we've been brainwashed to think that we can do things ourselves. We can. There's not enough of us doing it. That's why they could shut down the little few that do.
Right.
For whatever reason, a whole fucking bunch of brothers just become it's going to become evident they don't want us to succeed, and that would bring us closer together. You would think, no?
100%. And I agree with you because we've always called a spade, right? But we also got to add context to sometimes where, in some of these hoods, not here, but in America, some of these hoods, no matter what they try, they're being kept down by the system where the only chance they have is to rob and to sell drugs and stuff like that, right? So I understand that part. But Roberto was right. There's also the part where you just got some, and you have it in all races, not just black people, but you just have some bad people out there. It's plain and simple. You know what I mean? Some people that just want to see the world burn. And I think what the problem with some of these, and especially the ones like the Candace Owens and stuff are there, they clump everybody in the same category and they don't give enough context as to why people are doing certain things that they're doing. And with prices getting higher now and getting expensive, it's going to be a lot harder for black people, right? It's going to be a lot harder for black people. We are struggling. And I know, especially in America, it's probably even worse over there, right? But in general, everybody's struggling. But I think with
all the programs that could help them, they're shutting down.
Exactly.
There's no doubt that's going to happen.
Exactly.
I know food stamps existed since I'm a little kid. I've heard of reference of food stamps.
Facts.
That shit don't exist no more, Nzo.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I missed that. I didn't have it, but I knew somebody who had it. I don't know about you guys there. We just do that $50 for 100 stamps. If you pay somebody $50 there, you can buy $100 of groceries with their stamps. I miss those days, man. My refrigerator was always full during those days.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Trump.
They said, no, they're robbing the system.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
So
robbing the system.
I don't know if you guys seen the video, and I 100%. I'm not condoning the video because this woman had her kids stealing from the Walmart too. Right? She had her kids stealing from the Walmart. That is unacceptable. But I can kind of understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can kind of understand. You know what I mean? I can kind of understand if you live and below the poverty line, you barely got enough money for food, and your kids need to go to school and need clothes and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And need this. So I can you don't take your kids. If you're gonna do something like that, you go with you, your husband, some adults. You don't bring your kids, you don't involve your kids in that shit. That is absolutely
That's a setup, Nzo.
Yeah.
You don't send or you don't go to steal from a place that has self-checkout. You don't think they're fucking armed to fucking make everything beep if that shit ain't scanned?
Yeah.
There's no way you steal from there, you have to make a flex. And run.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what bro, when I tell you, I don't know if you've seen the video, maybe I can find it. They just went in Walmart, grabbed shit, and went out the same way you went in, because if you go out, you have to go through the checkout and everything. But if you come in, you come through that door. They went out through that door, bro. Like, they didn't even bother go through the checkout part. They came in and took their shit. Not only did they take their shit, the mom was packing. She was packing. So when the woman tried to fucking grab her, she said, hey, no, you don't. You know what I mean? So she showed that shit.
That had to be in the States, Nzo.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. The
Walmart, like, I don't know about
it. Has a gate that lets you in. And
you
push that gate to get out. You could only leave by the cash. So you know that shit didn't happen here.
Yeah, no, definitely States. Go ahead, JG.
Yeah, I know. Comes from Walmart. I'm sure things have changed now. But when I was a teenager, I worked there during the summer, and the only things that would go off were electronics. Everything else is fair game. Everything else is fair game.
Did they have self-checkout done?
Even doing self-checkout, because I've accidentally walked out. So I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to pay for this. Now I'll walk back in and say, hey, I forgot to pay for this. Let me pay for it. Right? But now there was a time when I had some razors. I'm like, well, I'm already at the car. And
JG's on stream, so I'll say it too. Yeah, I forgot to pay for a few things during the checkout too. I forgot to pay.
But I'll be honest, I've walked out a few times and the thing went off. But when I'm walking out, I always hold my bill to show the guy.
Yeah.
In my hand already, and they just wave me off. Go ahead.
Yeah.
The shit goes off. They're like, "Nah, you're good.
Yeah.
So, I might have forgot to scan something. I don't work for the fucking place. You'd fire me if I did, because I'll forget to scan 1 or 2 items.
Facts.
It happens.
Yeah.
I'm human, man.
Yeah, it happens. 100%. You know what I mean? So there were a few times where I legitimately forget, right? Because sometimes you'll put something on the bottom of the cart, right? And not remember you put it on the bottom of the cart. So I pay for everything in the cart and I'm walking out. And then when I'm taking on myself with the cart, I look down, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, well, I mean, I ain't going back to pay for it. You know what I mean?
I'm not going back in there.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So it happens. But at the same time,
of course it happens.
You
it's
know,
like intention.
And even now, bro.
Wait,
honestly,
what the fuck are we talking about teeth in at Walmart? What are we talking about? Race war?
Yeah, because it's going to that where I was gonna say, even now with the way things are going, you know, if I was struggling, yeah, I'd probably be 5-fingered shuffling a few things at the same time, you know. But again, at the same time, it goes to systematically, you know, holding down certain people, certain races. So
got to do it smart.
Oh yeah, 100%. The stranger said it's getting scary here. The Supreme Court is going to hear a case about how to turn over same-sex marriages. People think they aren't going to do it. I'm like, you people have not been paying attention.
This guy's doing everything
Everything.
he said and more.
And more. Yeah. 100%. 100%. So, hey, I'm down. You know what I mean? If it gets down to where there needs to be a race war, I am definitely down for that. I am
You ain't
down
got no
for my
guns in
people.
Canada. You ain't got no
There's no
guns in
choice.
Canada, Nzo.
Listen,
They ain't recruiting you.
last week we had a great show because JG wasn't here. Now we got this guy coming in here talking about we ain't got no guns in Canada. This
Y'all, you
mother
said it
effer.
before playing streams. Why don't we have gun violence?
But
We don't
hold
have
on,
enough
hold on.
guns.
Wait, hold on.
no,
Let me
no,
jump in your
no,
defense,
no.
son. So let me jump in your defense.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do you think they talk so highly of Canada every time it talks about war?
Why?
You know how many places Canada went in and fucking ended that shit? But we
Facts.
don't have the greatest. We might not have the weapons, but our military, these guys are trained unlike any other. And I ain't talking like fucking Trump right now. We have the best.
Facts. And let me say, and then doing a parade where your tanks are going down the street and they're squeaking. You heard that, Roberto? Tanks are
No.
squeaking.
Well, the 5 people that were there said something.
You know what I mean? You know, fucking the Chinese fucking president is laughing like, they're parading nukes and shit down the street, and your tanks are good. You need some fucking WD-40 on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I forgot my turn. Oh, yeah. And let me be clarified to this, JG. Let me clarify, all right? I never said we don't have guns. I just said it's
Our
harder
laws are
to
tough.
get guns
Tough.
here. You know what I mean?
You got a gun?
Like, let me ask you a question. How many blocks? Actually, I will not respond to that answer. But come to my house and find out. That's all I'm going to say. But let me ask you this, Jim. How many corners can you walk on the block and holler at someone and say, yo, you need a pistol?
Honestly?
Just in your neighborhood alone, yeah.
Man.
You see? I'll say none.
I mean,
right?
yeah, it's a few, yeah. And I live in a nice neighborhood, nice, quiet neighborhood. I know a couple military guys down the street. I can go, hey, let me borrow that, and they cool, right? So I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
If something
Jack
goes
Law,
down, I'm ready. That's all I gotta say.
Facts. Jack Law said, how do you deal with it on a bad day knowing they just want to break you so they can call the cops? You see, that's a good question, because I think, and we talked about something like this last week where Roberto's like, I can't let you get away with it. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't give a damn if you're an 80-year-old man. You kind of get slapped, right? I'm on a different case where I ain't as big as Roberto, so I know me and jail don't mix. So I ain't going to jail. But
you think I go to the gym because I want to go to jail? No,
I'm just saying you could probably handle it better than I could. You know
I think I'd be tested quite a bit. I don't want my ass in jail.
Yeah, you'd probably be tested.
Out of there.
Yeah. You're like what, 6'2"?
6'1".
6'1"? Yeah,
I'll take that in, though.
Yeah, because they would be like, oh, you the top dog. We got to test the top dog. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah.
But I know some people, if I bounce in there, I'm safe, you know?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Me too. we know lifers, Roberto, so it don't matter what we go in there, right?
We're not posted. Like I said, we never really compare us to the U.S. Because population-wise, just California is more than Canada.
Facts.
But if you go per capita during our time, I mean, there's even a time where Toronto, but that's because some of you guys, your MS-16 guys, were sneaking
over here, yeah,
causing shit. But prior to that, you know, when the bad boy Jamaicans were coming over, them days, man, I'm telling you, it got so often that we had gunshots. I remember, I don't know if I told the story, but we were playing foosball in like an upper corner section, so we were more or less trapped if anything came our way. But we're playing foosball, and we were pop, 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 pop. It was like, was that gunshot? Yeah, whatever. The game done. We go to leave now. The place is empty. We look outside. You know, TVA, the French news, or not TVA, the French news that shows everything that happens.
TVA, I think TVA.
They were already
TVA,
downstairs talking to everybody, walking out, and we're just chilling there, finishing our drink. You know, it's none of our people.
Facts.
You know,
facts.
That's how common it was during when I was growing up.
Absolutely. Stranger said if it gets bad enough, I might actually join you guys up in Canada. The Stranger, you are welcome. JG is not. We not accepting JG. JG is getting deported back to America. All right. I'm just saying that we can't let everybody into heaven. We can't do that. You know what I mean? We gotta keep a couple of people away because they the devils and they gonna try and mess shit up. And especially when it comes to Americans.
We should keep some of the videos that we get every now and then about Americans that are running over to Canada and how they see a fucking different life. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe it's like that over. And they're in Calgary.
Facts.
We're in fucking Calgary. I wouldn't go to Calgary. Nzo wouldn't go to Calgary. Even if I got him a fucking Winnebago, he wouldn't go to Calgary. So if they're happy over there,
Facts.
I don't know what to say. You guys would be extremely happy. I mean, listen, French obviously isn't really enforced to the point where you can't survive because Nzo is a testament to that. I've never heard Nzo speak French before. He's never been put on a French campaign where you can make double money. He earns his money the English way. So you could survive here speaking English. Even though they're trying to make it difficult, you could still do it if you're in Montreal.
Yeah.
You go to Quebec, that's a whole different story. You're on your own. We don't get along. They don't like us. We don't like them. But yeah, that's how it is over here. But
Ontario, Toronto, you're good. You know what I mean?
It's Toronto ain't what it used to be, Nzo. You need to make your way out there.
No, I know, but you don't have to worry about the French. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry
French.
About
you don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah,
but everything that you're safe here, you don't have over there.
Yeah.
You can't go downtown Toronto. You'll feel like you're in the U.S. Yeah, they tried. You know, I mean, I haven't been downtown Toronto in a good, I don't know when I went to see a fucking concert. I would say 15 years, maybe even more. But what my PJ tells me, Nzo, I went to visit him just now. I just came back. What was it? 2-3 weeks ago, I was down by PJ.
Yeah.
Tell me, you don't want to go to Toronto. You don't want to go downtown. I mean, even though there was the Indy car race going on, said, no, we don't need to go downtown. You don't want to go. I'm like, no doubt we ain't going. I've seen downtown, but I know it's even worse now.
Yeah. I haven't been there, so I can't even say anything. You know what I mean? In a minute. But at the same time, as bad as it is, you know what I mean? It's lightweight for Americans when they come.
Oh, yeah.
As bad as it is, it's lightweight for them because you guys seen a whole lot worse than that. So you guys would fit in. The only problem is you guys would make it worse. You know what I mean? That's why we got to be very, very selective which Americans we bring up here. Danny's not allowed either. Danny's not allowed either.
You see how our car dealerships are here? Luxury cars just sitting there. No poles.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You go over there. Man, they got 5 electric fences with fucking barbed wire on the top.
Yeah.
Dogs that eat once a month. And that's a used car lot.
Yeah. Canada is the number 1 for car theft.
Canada?
Really? Number 1. Yeah. All of Canada, yeah. And not to mention, there are a few videos, and I never saved them because I never really care, but they show these videos where they show, like, cars in Dubai, and when they're getting off the boat, they have Ontario license plates.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. So they stealing cars and sending them to Dubai and shit, brother, on boat.
Wow.
So, yeah. Number 1.
Big crackdown on that. They were just boasting about it.
Yeah.
In Montreal have brought down car thefts. Like
I seen that. Yeah. I think
my neighbor's car got jacked. Like I would say late evening. 9, 10 o'clock. Hey, my
you
car
gotta
was
be
there.
careful.
It's gone.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, bro. Gotta be careful. You know what I mean? Even though it went down, it's still one of the highest. So you gotta be careful with that, you know? One thing I want to bring up before we get into the Dr. Umar stuff, because we talked about, you know, Black people getting together and stuff. I think this is a get together that nobody on this panel, well, maybe JG wants to go to. But it says here, developing an annual red dress day in New Orleans.
Nero, don't you put me in that category. I know what that is. Don't you do that.
Anzo,
I know
hold
exactly
on.
what that shit is. Don't you do that.
Anzo, I thought you were really gonna show that video if you asked me if it was true.
Which one?
And I wanted to ask JG if he knows about it and if it's actually happening, because I'm seeing enough of these videos.
Talking about the red dress thing? Yeah, my wife's cousin goes there.
No, you're talking about the yeah, I can show that. I can get that up there, no problem.
But if you want to show this, let me just,
Yeah, that's in New Orleans, right?
Go upstairs. I'll be back.
Yeah, this is in New Orleans.
Yep.
So
go put me in that category, baby. You know I'll go to that shit. Look at
it. Don't pull it down.
What are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
Watch it, baby.
Oh my God! Hell no! Go to that shit. Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Hot mess.
So, well, first off, let me get to this comment. Stranger said, "Wait, did JG attend this? Does he
see, Nzo? Look where you started, Nzo. Look what you started."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know I have never been to that crap, nor will I ever go to that crap. However, my wife's cousin does attend those things. I will not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so first let's start off by saying this. If it's some sort of like gay event or something like that, more power to you, right? But what I'm hearing is that there are a lot of straight men going there in dresses.
It's New Orleans, bro. It's New Orleans.
Nah, bro.
What does that mean?
Bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, it's New Orleans. New Orleans, they know they do stuff like that down there, bro. They just you see Birdman kissing Lil Wayne on the lips and shit. They do that crap down there. I'm sorry.
But that puts you in a category. You can't tell me you do that and you're not.
I mean, I don't do it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not confusing me like that.
100%, Roberto.
There's categories. If you're going to tell me categories don't exist now, I'm looking for a new place to live. I want to join. What's his name? What's his name who calls us humans? I keep forgetting, yo.
Terrence.
I want to go on Terrence's ship.
Facts.
And go to wherever he's from. He's very humble and fucking to the point. I could survive on Terrence's world. Because what's going on here, Danny ain't here, is pure fuckery.
Facts.
On every fucking level.
Facts. 100%. And you know what?
Cursing get us in trouble?
What's that?
Cursing get us in trouble?
No, we good. We can curse. And my problem is this, and I say this all the time, is why are we destroying masculinity, right? When did the real black man, when did they decide to kill that? And I think that goes to, another thing with the race wars, Roberto, make us look weak.
I don't know who's doing that. They're doing it to themselves, yo. Like, I don't think a white guy invented that for black people.
No, I agree.
Because again, this brother who they're turning on, he's saying, listen, you could say white people to an extent. Like, if a white guy comes in your face and calls you the N-word, then yes. But you didn't get that job because of the white guy. You're struggling because of the white guy. To make blame always on the white guy, I think, you need to take a look at yourself and what you're doing and how you're living and what No,
I agree with you 100%, right? But what I think is the case is they pay some of these black people that are willing to do it. Like, for example, like Candace Owens. We already know she was getting paid by the Daily Wire to say some outlandish ish about black people. You know what I mean? So yeah, we are doing it to ourselves, but like you said, Roberto, it comes with money, right? If you pay certain people, if you pay certain people enough money, they're willing to go against their own. And to me, there's just not enough money in this world for that ish. I'm sorry, just not enough. JG, go ahead.
I don't know, man. You pay me $1 billion check, I do exactly what Candace Owens doing right now. Oh, you monkeys. I'd be right there calling everybody a monkey.
You see, JG's the problem. There you go.
I said $1 billion. Ain't nobody paying me $1 billion. But if they did, I'd be Uncle Ruckus real quick. But
I'd rather walk with the money I have now like this than be a billionaire and walk like this.
Well, I'll be on Terrence's Island with him, with all the good.
You don't know when it's coming.
You got some magnificent taste.
Like that to be some angry brothers after you, JG.
You know what? Let me ask the chat. So the chat, you guys know Candace Owens, right? You know, if someone paid you $1 billion to go against your people or your views in life, right? So example, you have certain views in life, and someone pays you to do the opposite of those views, $1 billion, especially if you know it's going to hurt.
Did you say $1 billion or $1 million?
$1 billion.
Would it be?
Yes, would it be?
Okay.
We're very thinking about it now.
There'll be a fine print on the bottom.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There'll be a fine print. And the bottom, like, I'll be like, what's the name? Marshall Lynch. I'm only doing this because I'm getting paid. You monkeys. But behind the scenes, I'm donating money to different black organizations. That's what I would do.
You got to start slow. I can't adjust that fast. Like, if you offer me 100,000, I'd say no, never. Are you kidding me? That's insulting. You offer me $1 million. Nah, Dred, it ain't worth it. Nah.
But $1 billion.
Where will I be living after? Well, you got all that money, yeah, but I don't got enough. You got to send me a crib somewhere where I'm safe.
Hey, listen, I think I'm right there with you guys. I say no, right? In my heart, I sit here and I say no, but I know if I get that offer, what do I have to do?
What is Candace doing? Because I don't really know her rhetoric. But $1 billion, like, is that certified? She really got $1 billion to do it?
No. No. But she was getting paid a lot of money to
a lot of money in worth it, man.
Right. She was getting paid a lot of money to grift for the white people. That,
like the tops ones say, you know, you can only make it so far. You're not one of us.
Right. And what happened is
we'll pull that carpet under you, man.
And what happened, Roberto, is they pulled the carpet under her because she started talking about Israel, and they fired her right away because Ben Shapiro, who she works for, they're Jewish, right? So it was okay for her to say, like, she made a documentary about George Floyd saying that it wasn't the cop killing George Floyd, it was the fentanyl. Not to mention the fact that she went to their family and tricked them to make them think that it was going to be like a puff piece, and then went all in on them, bro. Right? So that's what she kind of done, and she got paid to do that. The minute she said something about Israel, they fired her black ass quick. Yeah, quick. They fired her, bro. They told her to stop. She wouldn't stop. And they fired her. So I'm with you. You're right. Like, money is money, but it depends on how much money and how long and how much.
And they know that, Andrew. They know based on the deed they're asking what kind of zeros will make you say, opposed to hell no.
Yeah.
Because those people that say hell no to the end, something happens to them.
Facts.
Because, you know, I don't know if it's because of the attack on Black history and getting rid of all literature and all that, because there's a lot of shit coming out now that wasn't coming out before, and you're wondering, because they have us wondering if it's real or not, but it makes fucking sense. All all famous black artists were in the attempts to going down to Kobe Bryant. We're in the midst of doing something.
Yeah.
And it's either going on their own or against. And boom, they're gone.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Dandelion said Candace is going to lose all that money in defamation lawsuit. Right. So Candace Owens is now being sued by the French Prime Minister and his wife because she's running around saying that the Prime Minister's wife is a man. So they suing her. Yeah, they suing her ass, bro. She is going. You guys remember Alex Jones? Right?
Yeah.
Alex Jones used to go around saying the Sandy Hook shit was a hoax and everything, and they took him to court, and he had to pay over $1 billion to these people. That's the same kind of shit that's going to happen to Candace Owens, right? She is going to have to pay a lot of fucking money because she can't shut her mouth.
Not if she does something for Captain Orange.
Oh, that's the thing. She can't because she condemned Captain Orange too. She was a big supporter of him, right? Now she trashes him, so she don't even have him anymore. She's on her own, bro. Yeah, she's on her own.
Papa's knocking at your door.
She's on her own, and she tried to come back to the black community a while ago, and we weren't having it.
You know,
excommunicado.
Facts. Keep knocking, and no one is home to.
You can't come in.
Facts. 100%. All right. So the video you wanted me to show, was it the racist one or was it the black and brown one?
Oh, whichever one you want to show. I would say the with the march. I want to ask JG if he's familiar with this, or maybe it's happening in his town. Because did you say your town's the most racist town in the U.S.?
Nah, but it borders.
Most violent. Sorry,
it borders. No. I would say it's a place in Arkansas is very racist. Mississippi, of course.
Not Alabama. The most violent.
Most violent?
They came up with a stat of the top 10 most violent states in the U.S. because of Trump's rhetoric about Washington,
states or cities?
And Washington's not even in the top 10.
Now, was it states or cities?
I would think states.
Okay. States would be a little harder. Cities, I think, would be better broken down because it's per capita. I know Memphis was top 2 or 3 at one point, if not number 1. I don't know if it's changed. I doubt it's changed since then.
So this is a video from Roberto. It says, why do white supremacy groups feel safe to march through America? This was in Kansas yesterday. This video is kind of also wasn't actually yesterday, but let's play the video.
I think this is an old one. I think you want more recent.
There's no one out there.
You guys remember when I said that in 6 months you would not recognize this country?
Oops.
6 months. I said 6 months. It's been 6 months. We'll just call this episode 731 of I Fucking Told You So. You will see this in Southern Illinois. It's coming. Wait. You want to know why I am sure that you're going to see something like this in Southern Illinois? Because I think that in the county that I live in, I think it was like 85% of the people, or 80% of the people in this county voted for Donald Trump. If that tells you anything about the place that I live in, you want to talk about a fucking little blue dot and a sea of red of Trump supporters? I'm that person. So I kind of grew up with all these people around here, and I kind of know.
I'm not even sure if that's part of the same video, but yeah. So what do you think on that? Because when JG showed me something in that video, I was like, yeah, there's no people around there. I don't think that's real. What do you think, JG?
I mean, it's probably real, but I think it's
In a
probably
rural
majority white
town.
town where they can walk around and do that kind of thing. But see, from where I live, I'm used to seeing that. Right, this is a normal day for me. So when I hear, "Oh, it's gonna get worse," shit, this been happening here forever. Right, it's just a normal day. But I mean, I guess it depends on where you are.
You see them marching like that?
Hell yeah, they used to march in Memphis all the time. And I think the last time I did it was a huge fight, tear gas, everything was thrown. It's been a while since they did it, but yeah, it happens.
When was the last time you would say?
Right when the George Floyd thing happened. No, the statue when they took out Nathan Bedford statue.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, and this was another video.
Yeah, those are the Hebrew Israelites.
So they're true.
Yo, they've been lying, spread propaganda.
I started to question it too because Anzo questioned.
They said you don't got no jobs. They said y'all just a bunch of broke niggas. But we gonna tell them who we is. We are. We are. We are. What time is it? Wartime. 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 We are. Hey, every man must sound off. Who am I? Who am I? Hey, the Apollo Pathetic said y'all wasn't Israelites. The Christian church said y'all was Gentiles. Say it like you mean it. We are. We are. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Pastor Pam said Matthew 28:19 don't mean what it means. Tell them we 12 tribes. Worldwide. That's what Matthew 28:19 means. The 12 tribes are what? 12 tribes. Worldwide. 12 tribes. 12 tribes.
All right. So yeah.
They're marching. There's enough of them.
Yeah.
And you have everybody in that town saying yes, yes. Latinos, blacks, they're all saying yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Hebrew is like, yeah, they're real. There's different sects of them, different groups of them. But yeah, they're real. They're legit.
Yeah, because when I think this is the one, but I know what you're talking about. But yeah, when I seen the video, I was like, I don't know. I wasn't sure about it. But hey, if they're real, then that's great. You know what I mean?
A lot of times there'll be you'll see videos with them on the side. Usually have a microphone doing all that stuff. That's legit stuff. Actually, I have an employee that was a Hebrew Israelite. I had to talk to him many times because you're white and said something to him, and he was gonna give it to you. He was one of the
interesting.
But that was just him. But yeah, I know
what?
And
it's great.
It's gonna happen. I've seen videos now with these guys practicing gun range, and they showed this big black guy shooting this gun that looked like it belonged on the back of a truck. I don't know, man. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I need to get JG's perspective on this, yo.
Yeah, that stuff, they've done it for quite a long time. Why these videos are just kind of surfacing now, I don't know. Maybe it's to get a race war started. Like a physical, because I think we've always been in a race war, but it's been more economic, right? I think now it's going to start getting
exactly. Now it's full blown.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Go ahead, JJ.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, the fears is it's going to get physical, right? Because you see Aryan Brotherhood doing this kind of similar things with their rifles, gun ranges, doing their march and stuff like that. You see the Hebrew Israelites doing it. You have other groups of Hebrew Israelites that aren't the same, but they're kind of identical. I think those wear purple. I think the other ones wear black and something. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a bunch of different groups of them, and yeah, they ready. They are ready.
Because I know my sister. She's part of NFAC group. Yeah. They militant. They kind of like the Black Panthers kind of were. You know what I mean? So she follows them a lot. So there are some groups out there that are pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, because I remember there was a video where I can't remember what happened, but it was supposedly a white guy, a white group threatened to shoot somebody doing a vote or something, and they were out in the streets ready. The NFAC, they had the guns march like, "Hey, don't come here."
Yeah. So they're kind of like, pretty militant. Now they did arrest the leader of the group, so my sister has been on the, oh yeah, we gotta help him and this and
Doesn't
that.
that always happen though?
Yeah, 100%.
You make some mock fucking crime. Make him have to get a lawyer, and they put the best up against him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I got this little video here. We'll watch the whole thing, but maybe get a little perspective of them.
NBC's Morgan Radford is in Atlanta. And Morgan, I know you talked to the leader of the NFAC. You got a rare look inside this movement as it tries to expand. What'd you find out?
This was 4 years ago, obviously, but.
Well, Craig, we found out that for them, this is ultimately about protection. They say that especially during the Trump administration, they felt like the government and law enforcement simply did not do enough to protect Black people in this country. And so they said they're taking matters into their own hands. But what's fascinating is that this is a movement that is growing. According to the NFAC, they say they now have chapters in nearly every single state, and they also have some chapters internationally. So we decided to embed with them for a day and see exactly how they do what they do and why many of their members say they joined. Take a listen.
The sounds of war right here at home. This is the NFAC, an all-Black militia with a mission to defend the Black community by any means necessary.
So this is training for one of the new chapters.
Yes. Appearing by the hundreds at protests from Stone Mountain, Georgia to Louisville,
Kentucky. That's the
Kentucky,
one I saw.
demanding justice for police killings and countering what they believe is the threat of right-wing militias. It's a movement started in 2017 by this man, former musician and Army veteran John Grandmaster J. Johnson.
Is the movement growing?
By leaps and bounds.
So he's the one that they arrested. So he's been locked up for a while. So my sister has been, they've been all fighting to try and get him out and stuff. Been like over 2 years now. I think she's been fighting for that. But yeah, so that's basically them. I'm starting to think we need a border wall up here in Canada to keep you crazies out. Facts, Dandelion, because these Americans are going to be trying to sneak their way up into Canada all the time. You know what I mean?
You always got to start with this mess.
No, don't tell you guys. I ain't part of this rhetoric.
Well, you're not American.
I know I'm not American, but I don't hate them. I hate who they elected.
I don't hate Americans. I don't hate Americans either. They just can't come.
I'm realizing there's a good bunch of you that don't like people like me. I don't know why I should go over there and spend my hard-earned Canadian dollars more than less than your dollar's worth, and
Oh, I don't hate them either, Roberto. I don't hate Americans. They just can't come here. Like, I'm a Dandelion. We need to put up a wall. You know what I mean? We need to put up a wall and let the Americans know that they are not allowed over here, bro. We can be friends.
JG, we don't know who's friendly and who's not.
Yeah, exactly. We can be friends, right? That's not a problem. Hey, man, JG's my boy. But don't cross the line, brother.
Oh man,
we got that line we can't be crossing, brother. Mike is back. Hold on, Mike. I forgot to look for the darn video, you know. Oh,
And you know how civil Dandelion is, and she's saying put up the wall.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. He said, this shit you're showing is crazy. It's like they're purposely trying to start a race war. No, Mike, I don't. Okay, so if you're talking about the way the news is talking about it, I could probably see that. But I don't think they're starting to start a race war. I think it's what we need as Black people. We need, you know, people that are going to go into these countries like the Black Panthers did, these cities, sorry, and protect Black people from police brutality and stuff like that. That's what they're doing. They're not out there causing crimes and anything. But when Black people need support and they need to be, you know what I mean, marched on, they got their guns. You know what I mean? It's legal to carry your guns in there, so they just exercising their Fourth Amendment.
Well, hold on. How many white militia groups are like that in the U.S.? All kinds.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's different when we do it, Roberto.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The only difference is color. So there's a fear factor. Guaranteed, there's a fear factor. That fucking guy in Australia said it. If all the Blacks unite, they purposely dispersed us. They purposely keep doing it so we can't come together. If it ever happens, oh my God. Nzo, you're on mute.
I'm saying 100% facts. Like Black and brown together, bro. Like they're the minority. You know what I mean? White people are the minority when it comes to that. And that's one of the biggest things that they are scared of is that we will unite. You know what I mean? And even though Mike is always trashing JG, he's still part of the cause. You know what I mean? He's still part of the cause. He said, oh, no, I'm talking about both sides, not this clip. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So that's exactly, I think, what the point of Roberto's topic was, is the race war, is the fact that, yeah, it seems like this is what they're pushing for. Yes. And then you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, will it help, though? You know what I mean? Will having a race war really help?
You can only get pushed so much. If you don't stand up, you will continue to be pushed.
Facts. 100%.
How long do we say this is ridiculous? This makes no sense. This is unbelievable. How could they let this happen? I don't know how long we've been saying this. To the point where tired of hearing it. That's how long we've been saying it. So that tells you something. Anybody else cries, like, I remember they went after the Chinese for 1 minute. And there was all kinds of things on TV.
Yeah.
Around the poke time. There was all kinds of things on TV. They're being attacked because they're accused. And then, boop, it's gone.
Yeah.
Imagine they went through that for fucking decades.
Facts, Roberto. Facts.
Generations. Fuck.
Yeah.
You damn right, Mike. I did.
Yeah, he did, Mike.
I did twice.
Not only did he say something, he forgot her name too. That's how bad JG is, right? Beautiful Black woman, and he can't even remember her name. But I'm glad you're back. Ooh. Ooh. Those are fighting words, Mike. I wouldn't take that if I was you. I wouldn't.
Like, she might be the best one in Congress right now, but I've seen better on the street.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So this is for you, Mike. Before we get into the big topic, which is the Dr. Umar stuff, this is for you, right? Because you always saying this, and I just wanted to play this one part real quick. Hold on. If the video would down show, there we go.
Because Prince died.
So let's start this up. You listening, Mike? You listening, right? Listen closely.
Between Prince and Michael Jackson, two different things.
Right.
You can't. It's apples and oranges. You can't really.
Because Prince done everything.
Because Prince did everything, and you know, but that doesn't make him better because he does everything.
That doesn't make him better because he does everything. You say Prince is better than Michael Jackson because he does everything. That does not make him better. And that's coming from Babyface. I'm just saying. Well, I wanted to put out there. That's all. You know what I mean? When I seen that clip, I thought about you. He said, whatever face. Trump activated the National Guard in D.C., claiming it was rampant with crime and they were going to take it back. He's purposely trying to instigate things. Facts. And we're going to get into that video too. But first, we got to talk about, because we talked about just now, we talked about, you know, the group that, what was the name of that group, JG? The first one?
Hebrew Israelites.
The Hebrew Israelites. Then we talked about the NFAC, right? Groups that I think are positive for Black people. But then we got this clown, Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, I am telling you, has been scamming Black people for the longest time, bro. Since he said he was going to put that school up, I think it was 2015. We haven't had that school yet. And he's been taking money from people ever since. But now Dr. Umar is in it, right? So first I'm going to bring up this video. So, well, for those of you that don't know, how it started is he did a video, and I should have had it up. I apologize. I didn't get it. But he did a video where he was talking about, they froze my account, people. You know, for the first time in my life, Dr. Umar has no money, so please send the cash up so I can help out, blah, 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 blah. They froze his account. And then he did an IG just the other day, and this is what he had to say in his IG. Right.
Video on Umar Johnson. We covered how Umar Johnson was have plans on where F was on the school's doors that people then found out, hold on, this may be a scheme by Umar Johnson.
Special announcement. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We still haven't got our refund.
I have no idea.
We still haven't got our refund.
All the time. It's annoying.
We still haven't got our refund.
He does.
So, not only are the accounts frozen, make sure y'all hit my Venmo and my PayPal. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. On August the 5th, brothers and sisters, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out.
Let me just pause it there for a second and give you guys something. So they are saying that, and I guess there's a record of it, that he's collected $1.6 million in donations. So just think about that. $1.6 million in donations.
A lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this. This past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail, this past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus.
So for anybody that hasn't paid a bill, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you get a letter. Yep. You know, you get calls. So he is flat out lying to you. If you think that they are just going to be like, oh, he didn't pay his bills, boom, we're going to put this on here and you have, no, they've contacted him. They have tried to contact him on multiple occasions. Trust me on that, right? The utility company will do it. Do you think that these people he's paying the school for or the taxes, they're not going to send him letters telling him that he's overdue on his payments? 100% they will. So he's lying. But people are falling for this, right? People are falling for this guy. And Boswell said it best. 6 years of scamming. That's exactly what he's been doing. That's exactly what he's been doing, man. He's just been scamming people, you know. And I know we wanted to believe in Dr. Umar. In the beginning, at least I did. Then he started with his, I think he started, you know, when you get on the internet, right, and you say something that makes you money and go viral, you know what that does? That makes you say, I got to up the ante. I got to go viral again. And I think that's what happened to him. I will never say that his intentions on doing what he's doing in the beginning wasn't righteous. Probably is what he wanted to do. But then he started making money. And once you start making money, that shit changes. And I don't think he may have cared about the kids at the beginning, but in the end, I really don't think he did. What do you think, JG?
Yeah, man, I was a huge fan of Dr. Umar early on. Like you said, I've seen him talk twice at events. When it comes to autism and child psychology in school, stuff like that, I love listening to him because he's helped me out with my daughter before. Let's listen to what he said, know what to do. When it came down to the school stuff, like I said, the money started coming in, he would say, if you didn't donate, don't ask me anything about my school. Okay. I have never donated a dime to him, so I didn't even question it, right? And like you said, when money starts rolling in, like you what you said, 1.6 million, and the school still isn't up.
Facts, bro.
And why? And you should, I mean, anybody who wants to run a business, school is a business. You have a separate account for that.
Yep.
All those donations should go straight to that, right?
Yep.
And you also have money set aside for fines and fees, especially when you're knowing it's going to take a long way to get it done.
Facts.
You're a school psychology, brother. You should know this shit. This should be it, right? And so, man, and I hate, because I told you backstage, I like Dr. Umar, right? And I hate to believe that he's scamming people, but it's too much evidence out there that he's scamming people.
And that's the problem, though, right? You have, and this is when we talk about our leaders, right? You have these leaders who talk a great game, but they only in it for themselves, bro. You know what I mean? Like this guy could have been a major player in the game, and he just ends up being this like con artist. That's what he is a con artist.
And think about this, Nzo.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
One more thing. Go ahead. One more thing. You've been going all across the world talking, doing speeches. How are you getting the money for all that? Who's paying all that stuff? That shit ain't cheap. Those international flights are not cheap.
100%.
Wherever he's going to speak, they would be paying for it.
They do, but I'm not sure if they pay for accommodations and flights and stuff.
More times
maybe
not,
they do. Yeah, maybe they do.
Who he's talking in front of, what the tickets. He has that much of a following. Like JG said, I think I've sent you stuff about this guy that we were on the same level in his thoughts.
Oh, 100%.
You told me who he was, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know. I just found this guy. I still don't know him on that level, but it's apparent that he's obviously doing what he's doing, like all these, guys in them churches.
Yeah.
I heard the churches in the States are like 2-3 football fields long.
Facts.
What the hell is that? These guys live in crazy multi-million-dollar houses with crazy cars. Obviously, I can't be mad at them. They're doing something that ain't getting them put in jail and, like a pharmacist. I didn't know you could do that and make that kind of money.
Tax-free money, man, being a minister.
Dandelion
We
said,
go to church
Making
broke.
everything.
We go to church broke, and they say pray about it. They sitting living in
Facts.
$1 million mansions,
Facts.
driving,
Facts.
man.
And you broke and they telling you to put money in the
Exactly.
pot, and the money's going into their pockets. Nah, bro.
What about that Roberts guy? Do you remember him, Monzo, growing up? Earl, I think his name was Earl Roberts, this white guy. He was one of those first big evangelical churches.
Yeah.
This guy was loved by everybody, JG. Everybody. I could only imagine the money this guy had.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Dandelion said, I need to become one of these
Earl
crazy
Roberts,
grifters.
there you go.
Oral Roberts, yeah. Grifting is lucrative. Yes, it is. Yes. And that's the thing. It's like, you go on here and you say the most outlandish-ish, especially if you're saying about black people, and you're making money. You are making money. Because for those of you who don't know, Candace Owens started off on like the Democratic side, right? And then realized that the right grifts a little bit more, money gets paid more, and that's where she switched. Amazing Lucas, who I watch, and I used to can't stand this guy because he was on that Candace Owens. Yeah. He was Candace Owens before Candace Owens, right? Mm-hmm. And then the George Floyd stuff happened, and he realized how fucked up situations were, and that's when he switched sides, right? But yeah, he says it all the time. He's like, the amount of money I could have had if I stayed on that grift, you know what I mean? They were paying me to say all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it definitely is more lucrative over on that side. But Dr. Umar Johnson is, you see, he's grifting, but he's grifting, robbing us, his own people, the people who say he cares about so much, right? And even in this video, watch, you're gonna see it, watch in this video.
Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to get ready for a protest. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism. I'm going to call it what it is, racism. Discriminatory treatment. Why did we get no notification that y'all were going to sell our schools? Why did you not respond to any of our emails to retroactively apply our vacant property registration fee waiver? I knew they didn't want Dr. Umar in Wilmington. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew that the power structure, I'm not talking about the brothers and sisters in the community. They love us. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. They love Dr.
I might have
Umar
cut it
FDMG.
out by accident.
I'm talking about the power
structure
structure of Wilmington, Delaware. We knew they didn't want us in that city, but we didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell our schools.
I can't take the repeating
for
either.
6.5 years behind our backs. So brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight like hell to get our money from the bank. We're going to pay off this vacant property registration fee waiver. And we might still have a protest at City Hall because this is wrong, brothers and sisters. I have emailed the mayor. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the chief of staff. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the city council president. I have gotten no response. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to meet with my team and we're going to decide if we're going to go ahead and have this protest. And it ain't going to be one. We're going to do multiple protests. And we're going to invite our donors and supporters from across the state of Delaware, our donors and supporters across the United States, and our donors and supporters across the entire planet. We may have to march on Delaware to let them know that you don't treat black people like this. Because if I was white, I wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Asian, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Arab, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Jewish, we wouldn't have been treated like this. But we were treated like this because we were black. How dare you ignore us for 4 months and then put a sign on our door without even telling us that you're going to sell our properties? Brothers and sisters, why didn't we receive a certified letter?
I don't know. I might have passed it, but it's somewhere in this video. He's like, hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, right? You talking about you funds being frozen and this and that, and you begging people still to hit your Cash App and hit your PayPal, bro.
What are we sending it for? Did they tell you got to pay X amount of money and the school is yours?
Yes.
They didn't tell you
What's the thing? He bought the school. They were just doing renovations to it.
Yes, he bought.
So what is all this stuff he's talking about?
He hasn't paid the taxes. That's what it is. So
any fool knows you got to pay taxes on the property. That's just
exactly. And the fact is, like you said, JG, even though you ain't paying it, you're getting notified. Like, don't act like they ain't sending you nothing, bro. They are sending you messages constantly because they would rather get their money from you than to have to go through the putting it up for auction, doing this and doing that. You know what I mean? So yeah, they want their money. So let's not pretend that they haven't messaged you, bro. It's just gullible.
And this is the thing, right? If you're so busy doing all the stuff, you say talking with your team, shouldn't you have somebody that's going to be in charge of that front?
Facts.
Someone's going to handle all. Say, why you doing everything? That's just common.
Facts.
I'm really starting to hate this guy now, man.
Me too. You
receive a certified letter.
And like Roberto said, we've all had like videos or seen videos where he said stuff that we actually agreed with. Facts. You know what I mean? And then to know that we got to come and agree. And that's the problem, right? And I think this is what happens. 10% of the stuff he says are, yes, that is correct. It's just the other 90% of the stuff that's bullshit. And then it just erases all the stuff that you're saying that we agree with. Because now we can't fucking trust you. You're a con man, you know?
The number one thing I don't like about him is he speaks on our behalf. Don't speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't speak for all black people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, if you did, then there's no, it's no shock that white people are afraid of us and don't like us.
Facts.
We can't
Mike
think
said,
rational like you, man.
Mike said, does he repeating things so much because it helps him remember his life? Probably. All right.
Well, I remember a while back when he kept doing it, he mentioned that he repeats and said because psychologically, if you keep repeating it, people will remember what you're saying. But what Mike's asked could be more true.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Why didn't we receive an email?
Turn the volume down.
Why didn't we receive a phone call? Oh, we not going to quit. We not going to give in. The only thing left on the elementary school is to lay down the tile. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. And if we have trouble getting our inspection and certificate of occupancy, we will have to march. We will have to march. We might march anyway, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We're not giving up, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We need y'all to call the mayor of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the mayor's chief of staff in Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the city council president of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the commissioner of license and inspections of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the vacant property office of Wilmington, Delaware, and demand that those unjust fees be removed from our account. Let them know that you are a donor of FDMG. Let them know you are a supporter of FDMG. And let them know that if this situation is not rectified, we will march on the city and we will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware.
No, we won't.
We will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware for racism and discriminatory treatment. This is your brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, letting you know that I'm still standing for black people. I'm still riding for black boys, and we will open the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. No racism from the city of Wilmington will stop us. No sabotage from the city of Wilmington will stop us. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor's chief of staff. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the commissioner for license and inspections. Tomorrow morning, call the city council president of Wilmington and ask them, Why was Dr. Umar in FDMG ignored for 4 months when he was trying to rectify this problem? Why was Dr. Umar in FDMG Academy ignored for 4 months while he was trying to rectify this problem? Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. We will not retroactively apply your vacant property registration fee waiver. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. But instead of responding to me the first week of April,
million, and
instead of responding to me the first week of April, instead of responding to me the first week of April, they ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend. They ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend saying we're going to sell these schools if you don't pay our money. We're not going to email you. We're not going to send you a letter in the mail. We're not going to call you. We're going to put a letter on your door that somebody can take and run off with, as somebody did. They took the letter off the high school.
Exactly.
Exactly, JG. What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school?
they did take it now. Is what if they took it?
What if they took the letter off the elementary school? Brothers and sisters, we need your donation so we can pay this bill.
There you go.
They say we owe $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe $20,000 on the high school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the high school. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. We need y'all to help us pay this bill. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. But if we don't, y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school.
Y'all
got to help us pay this bill and save our school.
Y'all
got to help us pay this bill and save our school. You don't have to root for me, brother. I don't need you. I got more than enough supporters. But I want everybody to know that there might be a protest soon. We need you to come in from Africa, from Europe, from Australia, from Canada, to come in from all the 50 states and show the city of Wilmington, Delaware. You will not disrespect black people. You will not sabotage black people. You will not discriminate against black people. And you will not try to steal property from black people. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, standing strong, Leo season. We will not quit. We will not abdicate. We will not equivocate. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Garveyism to get back. Pan-Africanism to perish. See you in Nat Turner land. See you in New Orleans. See you in Hattiesburg.
Thank God.
This guy, bro. You see where it all came down to? Send us money, right? So we can pay the bill. Bro, you had the money. You had the money. And I get it. $1.6 million donation, I'm guessing, over the 6 or 7 years. But like JG said, if that money that people are donating is for the school, then you have a separate account where those donations go. And the only thing that money is to be used for is on the fucking school. So you want people to pay you more money for your fuck up?
And on top of that, you're talking about suing. Should you have a lawyer on retainer?
Yeah, 100%. Especially you have to open up a school.
Exactly. You need everything. You need to have a separate account for legal fees just in case. Yep. You need a lawyer on retainer just in case something like this happens. You can get out of it. But $1.68 million, and all you need to pay is what, $40,000 altogether, or was it $20,000? He said 20 for elementary, 20 for high school.
Mm-hmm.
So was that together or is that separate?
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
He said 20,000 for elementary, 20,000 for high school. I know he was getting obnoxious.
I couldn't hear this guy repeat himself. I was
So that's 40,000. You should have that 40,000.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You shouldn't have to be begging for it.
You have 4 months to pay that 40,000.
Yep, 100%. And sitting there and telling people that you never listen. I was at one point where I almost got evicted, right, of one of my places a long time ago, and they sent me a letter, right? Mm-hmm. And when I tried to fight it, I was like, "You guys never sent me a letter, bro." Yes, they do. They do. they always send you a letter, right? They're not just going to put it on the school and take it. And no, they're going to send your black ass a letter. So you trying to lie and tell people that they never sent you anything is absolute bullshit.
And depending on where you are, they will give it to you by hand.
Facts.
Postals have to give it to you by hand, depending on where you are. So,
yep. So there you go. So, and when it comes to when we talked about leaders, this is the one guy we can't be following. Like, everybody needs to, like, just stop sending him money. Let him deal with it himself. Because at this point, he may have had a great idea and had a good effort. And I see some of the videos where it looks like there has been work done in the school. But like JG said, so some of the times, like when this happened, he has like took a trip to Africa, right, Roberto, or something like that. Took a trip to Africa, or Haiti, or something like that. Wasn't for speaking. Wasn't for a speaking engagement. He just took a vacation. So where'd you get the money? You ain't working. He ain't working. He doesn't work. So where's he getting the money from to go on vacation? He's taking it from the fucking funds that the people are giving.
How does he pay his rent?
From the funds that the people are giving. That's it. That's where that money is coming from. He's a con artist. And he's a good talker. And he came on here. He blew up on the internet because he talked some bullshit. And now he's getting exposed. And the problem is, there are still going to be some black people who know that, no, Dr. Umar is right. We need to send him more money. I don't know. Go ahead, Roberto. What are you going to say?
I was going to say anything.
I was going to say, he's got to show some evidence that he has tried to. He has email. He has to show that evidence. Because I'm not listening to lip service. Like the lip service earlier, I'm not hearing that shit anymore.
I love the way
I need to see emails. I need to see all transcripts. Like,
yes.
Hey, I was trying to contact these people. I got no response.
Yes. Love the way you think, JG, because it's a simple, right? And you go to your email. You can see inbox, junk, trash, sent, right? You click on the sent, and the sent will show that you actually sent these emails, what day and what time you send them. So if you really did what you had to do, show us the receipts. Show us the receipts. Show us the emails that you sent them, the date, the time, and everything. And you can do it in a way where people can't question it, right? But if you just come on there and be like, hey, look, we sent this email, and you just show the email, you don't show the date and time or anything like that, it could be doctor. Yeah. But if you actually go in to show us that you went into your email, you clicked on the sent, you see that it's sent at this date and this time, then you click on that email and you show the email, okay, at least you tried. We know that you tried. But I promise you, he'll never do anything like that.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? Because he ain't got nothing like that. He ain't got nothing like that. So this is why when we talked about those first two groups, I think those groups are more of a benefit than this guy will ever be to a black community. And at this point, we got to start weeding out and calling out these clowns that are trying to rob us, right? And pretending it's for a good cause. Well, that's exactly what he's doing. And he's going to lose the school, right? It's on the 25th. So he has, 12 days? He has 12 days to pay that. So either he's going to get a lot of donations because we were going to pay $40,000 in 12 days, or else he's going to lose the school. And what people are also saying is that when he came out and started talking about his accounts being frozen, coincidentally coincide with the exact same time the school got this. So they're saying that he was just he tried to get ahead of it. You know what I mean? Oh, this is why I haven't paid, guys, because my accounts are frozen. Well, if your accounts are frozen, it's because they're investigating you because they think you're not using the funds on what you're supposed to do. It's just that simple. So Dr. Umar is pretty much done. Get into these comments, and then we'll move on to the final topic before we close it out. He said, because of his own incompetence, he wants to blame the city. 20,000 on Trump University. Why does he keep repeating? It's like vinyl in the old days, a scratch record. Well, like JG said, I guess if you repeat it, it gets burnt in your mind, and that's what you
I got a
believe.
headache right now. Listen to that, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because if he's very strategic on the stuff he repeats, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Ninja, pay the people back 100%. You had to know something after you didn't pay taxes. Agreed. There will be a protest, but it's against you, not against the city. Yep. Cash is the evil, and the only region winning in the U.S. is of Santa Claus. Okay. Umar talks a lot of shit. I agree. I really hope they don't give him any money. Unfortunately, like Trumpito, people love giving money to grifters. Exactly, Mike. That's what I'm saying. There's still going to be some people who are going to give him money. Roberto, you donating to the school?
Ooh.
You.
What's that school going to do for anybody I know? Is he donating to Canada?
Facts.
And the big thing is, if you're saying that the state doesn't like you, which is Vermont, I think is what the school is, why the fuck would you buy a school there in the first place?
Yeah, well, why there?
Yeah, why not Atlanta somewhere? Why somewhere where there's predominantly black? We have a lot of black wealth to where everybody can put in. The dude's a clown.
They're
Like
not
you say,
having this shit in Atlanta. That's why.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So for example, and I think this is one of the reasons, because they're saying that he only spent $400K on the school, right? So he probably looked for the cheapest spot he could find, right? Like, oh yeah, hey, $400K,
Wow.
like 1.6 million, bro.
But 1.68 million.
Yeah. Total of 40K. I never seen him. I'll never send him a damn dime. Neither will I. Nzo, did you see his review of Wakanda Forever? Yeah, and his review of Black Panther. Yeah. If his accounts are frozen, how can people donate money? Well, for whatever reason, he keeps saying he has Cash App and PayPal. Now, for me, I know here, PayPal goes into your banking account, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys can actually like use PayPal to pay and it stays in your PayPal account and you can pay things with it like that. But with us, we got to transfer it to our bank account. So I don't know.
It's not with us.
Yeah. So you make a good point over there, Dandelion. Trust me on that one. Now, the last topic before we go, which will be the really quick one, is, and I'll just bring up the video real quick here. Let me share my screen. One of Trump's orders was to pretty much give martial, well, they're calling it martial law, but they're giving more power to the federal government in certain places. And this was like on like the first night. So let's watch this video. I may have to cut out some parts of it.
Tuesday, a video was circulated from some showing federal agents harassing black residents in D.C. while in front of their homes.
How y'all doing today? Y'all staying in that trouble? You got your ID on you, Chip?
No, I live right here.
Okay, cool.
It's a cigarette. Did y'all get a call or something about right here?
No, so we're doing checks, keeping everybody safe down here, right? Have you heard of the federal surge that Donald Trump's putting out?
No.
Right. You don't follow like Code 3, anything like that people are putting up? All right, so yeah, Trump's got all federal agencies kind of coming together 7 days and going out, trying to stop the violent crime, all kind of stuff. So we're out here contacting people, talking to them, right? Quality of life offenses, smoking, drinking in public, right? Can't happen outside, right? Most people know that. So we're contacting people, trying to advise them of the law so they learn, right? And then if there's other stuff going on where it turns into there's multiple agencies or somebody, there's shootings and things like that. So there's extra hands as well, right? So we're just out here trying to inform people and educate people. It's not like we're trying to just go grab people and ruin someone's life over a joint or something like that, all right?
I only asked because when you walked up, at the moment you walked up, you only had asked me.
Yeah, well, it smelled like the odor of marijuana, burnt marijuana in the air, right? And you're the only guy that had something lit in your hand, and I didn't flash you, so I didn't realize it was just a cigarette. So that's on me. I appreciate you understanding and not getting shit with me.
This moment would bring the problem which some see with Trump's recent decision.
Well, I would say
I've
this.
seen that video.
That was one of the most civil things I've seen for a police officer.
It was a civil conversation, 100%.
Yeah,
We
it
don't know.
wasn't.
He's a cop. He could
Huh?
be FBI. He could be ICE. He could be. He has all of them out there.
Yeah,
Military.
exactly. But the problem with that, Roberto, is you're going to get the trigger happy ones, right? You're going to get the ones that aren't going to be as respectful as that one, right? So can you imagine what it's going to be like for some of these black people in certain areas? You know what I mean? Like the guy was literally sitting on his porch smoking a cigarette, and you came up to him talking about, oh, we smell marijuana. Stop the fucking lying, bro. Stop. Well, maybe they were smoking and they seen them and dashed it. You know what I mean? Be like, yo,
Yeah.
50. Yeah, because you know what I mean, Roberto, right? So
Our senses are good, man.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. That could be a possibility. So it might not be a lie that he smelled marijuana. At the same time, you gotta understand that still that's kind of like harassment.
Well, you see,
know what I mean?
one of them was smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
The other guy was smoking a spliff. Had
Yeah.
you smelt his hands, you would have known he just finished his spliff. So
Yeah.
You know?
100%. 100%. What do you think about it, JD? What do you think?
Like I said, that was. I mean, I wouldn't have liked the way he walked up on me on my property like that.
Yeah.
But how they handled it, not the police officer, but the black people on the porch or whatever, it's like how we're gonna all have to handle it. I mean, whether we like it or not, this is executive order. Nothing we can do about it. I wouldn't suggest. I understand man, it's hard, man, because I don't want anybody walking on my property asking me what am I doing here. Motherfucker, ain't none of your business. Why you on my what? Who are you to ask me what am I doing here? Why do I have to show you my ID on my property? Right? Is that going to prove that this is my property or not? You don't know. Like, yeah, it can be annoying, but it's just something we have to deal with, man. We got to handle it civilly.
And
well, I like the fact that they didn't enforce that. Do you have ID on you?
Yeah, me too, right? But I think that's
right. I would say, officer, do you carry ID when you go outside to have a cigarette?
Facts.
I don't live in the Soviet Union. What the fuck's going on here?
And you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you. It's good that they didn't enforce that too, right? But at the same time, it's like and there's more to the video, right? So there's a part where they're talking about like, I don't want to have to come up here and arrest you for smoking weed on your porch and stuff like that,
Oh, wow.
And yes, because that's what and it's like they're doing it. I get it. Weed is illegal. And the guy asked about in the other part of it when he says the weed part, he says, well, isn't it, you can smoke here? He's like, yeah, you can buy a zip. You can send your friend a zip or give your friend a zip or something like that. But if you're smoking it outside, that's the problem. You can't smoke it outside, right? So they have that conversation.
That's why it's stupid. There's
in there.
state and federal laws.
Yeah.
So it's a trap. It's a fucking trap over there, Nzo.
Absolutely. Yeah, because Mike said marijuana's illegal. Not really, because when they said it wasn't really legal, but they said smoking it outside is illegal, right? But that's what you're saying, Roberto. It's like, it's legal, but I can't sit on my porch and smoke a spliff. You know what I mean? And then if I do, you're going to arrest me because I was smoking a spliff on my porch? Trump is talking about, stopping crime. What crime am I committing?
Oh, you didn't hear Trump's thinking of easing marijuana laws? He's trying to get people on his side now.
Oh, is he?
Ease him up, buddy. Ease him up, because I can use one right now.
So he's trying to win the polls back now. Let me give him some marijuana rights. That usually wins them back.
Well, you know what? Again, like I said, I say here all the time, legalizing weed was the best thing that happened over here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was one of the best things that ever happened over here.
Ask the employees that work there.
Facts.
And
Facts.
You know what? I'll tell you this is a very good point you brought up, Nzo, because, we have means of getting it without the government. And most of the guys that I know that were givers, buyers, whatever, they're all at the SQDC now. They're all there because there's rules and regulations they have that the streets don't apply. You could get some dry old shit. if we go back to the yard food days, fuck, you might even got some dry bushes.
Facts. And to your point too, Roberto, you have people who are like, oh, I'm not gonna go to a dealer to smoke it, but they smoke. You know what I mean? Now it's legal, they can go and get their weed too, right? The amount of money that the
Surprise the
government
people that are walking in and out of that building.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. People you would have never thought, you know what I mean? Like, there's a girl smoking weed and stuff, right? And they probably would have never done it. Like, of course, a friend comes over. Hey, you want to smoke?
They do it undercover. They do it undercover.
Right.
I know
But
guys they were getting ripped off. They were paying like almost $300 an ounce to avoid having to go out there and look for it. Some guy took advantage of him not knowing and charged them double.
Yeah.
And then when he linked into me in an office, he was the happiest guy in the world, man. He's buying QPs. He's buying QPs, then he paid less. He paid less for a QP than 2 ounces.
Yeah, 100%. What are you gonna say, JG?
I mean, you think about it, you smoke weed, all you want to do is sit down and chill. You don't want to do anything violent. You just want to sit down, relax, and chill. And eat. That is it. And be happy. Be mellow. Think about how many relationships could be saved if they legalize marijuana. Like, no, what the hell are we fighting about? Let's smoke a spliff.
Yeah, smoke. Take it. You know, here. Oh fuck! You know what I mean? What we're fighting about again?
Fight about anyway.
Yeah. 100%. That's like there's a lot of words you cannot use in the comments. Yeah, probably Dandelion, especially YouTube, right? But I that's what I'm saying. So people, and I think it's going to affect Black people a lot more than what they're doing, is because it's pretty much giving them the right to harass you. You know what I mean? Right to stop you just for walking down the street. If they think you're smoking a spliff, hey, what is that? You know what I mean? Oh, it's a cigarette. Oh, what's your name? Let me see your name. This and that. It's crazy, bro. That's to me feels like martial law, pretty much.
Well, I'll say this:
it smells like marijuana, just like when the cops used to say, "Oh, a car was reported stolen like yours." Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. How lucky are you?
Yeah. Or you fit a description. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The common lines they give you.
Yeah. Oh, you fit a description. Really?
So
what description is that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, JG.
Yeah, I know Roberto mentioned something earlier about the most dangerous states, I think. So I looked on U.S. News about who was the most dangerous city, and Memphis is number 1 according to that list.
Told you.
I would say this, man. One of the safest times the city has when COVID was hitting, because when nobody was outside, everybody was just nobody wanted to be up on each other. You know, if martial law is going to bring peace to this city, I welcome it.
I got you.
That might not be the most popular opinion, but some of these places need that shit, man.
He wants what's happening by you to happen. He ain't going to try and clean that up. They're taking care of their own down there. Why clean it up? When they start interfering with our people, that's when we're getting involved.
I got you.
Because supposedly this all happened because one of his people got mugged in Washington. One of his cronies that he gave a job to got mugged. They didn't even say if they were Black or white. But just because of that, crime is up in Washington, D.C., which the stats he calls are fake stats. Like someone said it's the lowest it's been in 60 years.
Yeah, I did see it.
All of a sudden comes out and says crime's on an increase.
Oh, yeah. They were talking about one of the states that he declared the National Guards to go in there. They were saying under the mayor there, the crime rate has been lower than it's ever been because he's actually putting in programs for the youth. Yeah, it was Washington. Yeah, you're right.
And he's canceling that program.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, come down here and get mugged so we can save this damn city.
Listen, I get you. I hear what you're saying, JG. I 100% agree with you that there are some places that need to be cleaned up, but you have to be very careful how you do it. There is a thin line, you know what I mean? Like if you're going to clean up the city, you're going to clean up the city that's white, Black, Asians, or whatever. But you understand that a lot of these people, they're going to focus on the Blacks, and that's the problem, right? If you really want to clean it up, you clean it up.
Yeah, because if You're going after criminals. You should know who the criminals are. Why are
Yeah.
you profiling?
Yeah,
Profiling
exactly.
means you're guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And more times than not, you're wrong because you're guessing in an abundance. You're not guessing 1 or 2. You're guessing 300 or 400.
Absolutely. 100%.
It's fucking, like I said, Anzo, I have a wedding to go to, and it's no joke. I don't even want to go to the States to this wedding. Like, I got to wear long sleeves. I got to fucking leave my phone at home because if they ask me at the border for my phone, they're going to see all that Trump rhetoric and refuse me for life. This guy's not president. Well, I'm hoping he's not president for life, but I could wait 4 years. I did it before.
And you know what's funny about that, Roberto? Now, I don't know if it's true because, you go on Instagram and you see those little posts. They say that you got to spend, if you're Canadian, they're going to charge you $250 just to get into America.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or
we're
not.
Spending our money there.
Yeah. I seen a post on that. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, if you want to go to America to cross the border, they're going to charge you $250 if it's true.
I don't know if you saw this or heard about this. It wasn't on every stream, I should say, but this happened between the border of the U.S. and Quebec. This French guy was out fishing, and the Coast Guard came up on him, told him he's fishing illegally. He said he's in Canadian waters. They have no jurisdiction. Leave him alone. What did they do? They went behind his boat and started pushing him towards the U.S. waters.
Wow.
His boat capsized 3 times. Okay. They had to rescue him out of the water. They brought him
took him over to the American side.
They brought him to U.S. Customs. They arrested him, and he got out 2 hours later.
That's crazy.
And this guy was a hardcore Quebec Frenchman. I don't know why they did that. I'm fishing Canada. I'm Canadian.
That is crazy.
He's not even black.
Yeah. So that goes to show you that if they are charging you $250 to get in the state, they capsized his boat. Oh, you heard about the story, Dandelion? Yeah, she said they capsized his boat. Yeah, Dr. Umar is a criminal, 100%. If they did that, bro, so you going to a wedding, you, your wife, and the kids?
Yeah,
that's a G note.
Mm-hmm.
That's a G note, bro.
Probably
you know
more
what I
than
mean? $250 each person.
That's
my
God!
Now?
That's the actual law now.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if it's true or not. Like I said, I just seen it on Instagram. I seen it twice though, so I don't know if it's true. She said sure did crazy shit. So yeah, there you go. Dandelion heard the story too. So absolutely, guys.
Fuck that. we'll give you the $1,000 as a wedding gift.
Wedding gift if they sort
gave us
make
the
it.
flight and all of the fucking money
Facts.
we would have spent over there.
Listen, my cousin, she told me, right? She messaged me and she was like, "Oh, I had a stroke. You know what I mean? I'm doing okay. Just the eye stuff, And she's like, "I want to come over there to get, my medication, get checked out." But she's like, "Trump said if we go to Canada, we might not be able to come back. So she's scared to come over here." That's crazy. She's been here her whole life. She lives here. She lived her whole life. She moved to.
You didn't hear about that father that he's Canadian. He married an American. He lives in the States. He went back to see his family in BC. They wouldn't let him back in the U.S.
That's crazy.
His family's there. His work, everything's there.
That's crazy. U.S. Border Patrol all about flexing and hitting those detention quotas. Yeah, 100%. It's crazy. I'm telling you guys.
It is true, everybody.
You looked at it? You looked it up, JJ?
Yeah, 250, yeah.
It is true.
Non-immigrant visa integrity fee.
You see that, Roberto?
It applies to all visitors who need non-immigrant visas, which includes tourists, business travelers, and international students.
If this isn't sabotage, I don't know what is.
Facts.
But it can be reimbursed, apparently.
It can be?
Mm-hmm.
like you're gonna get that back. Are you kidding me?
I'm just reading what it says.
I know, but that's like the fine print. And
I'm
it
just
ain't gonna
reading what
happen.
it says, bro.
It would probably cost you more to get the money back than just writing it off.
Facts. The way Roberto said that.
He did turn his head.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm just reading what it said, Roberto. That was it.
Sorry, JG. It's just, man, I'm telling you, I see this guy's face. I don't even have to have the volume on. His face comes on the TV, and I'm instantly angry.
Yeah.
Instantly, like almost like a woman could get you angry.
Yeah.
You know, like they bring you to that point, like a woman can get you the angriest of anything in this planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Donald Trump is getting you there, something ain't right, man.
Did you see the South Park, Roberto, where they dissed Donald Trump?
No, but I heard it's fucking. He can't shut them down.
Oh my god, it's hilarious, bro.
He can't shut them down. You know that, huh?
It's hilarious. No, he can't.
No, he can't.
Yeah, I know.
He can't. That he can't because they were talking about how he shut down that late night guy.
Yeah.
Of him.
Colbert.
They can't put South Park, and South Park went way more right than Colbert has.
Oh yeah, they had him walking around with this little penis shit, bro. I was dying, right? And then at the end, they have a CGI Trump where he's in like a desert, takes off his clothes, and then he has on like his like just his underwear, and he takes them off, and he lies on the ground, and then this little worm comes up with eyes where it's supposed to be his penis, and says some shit, and the screen and the show ends. Oh yeah, they ripped him apart, bro. They ripped him apart. So the first starts off where he sees a picture, right? They do a portrait of him. So he walks up on the portrait and he's like, hey, how come the penis is so small? Right? And then he's like, get rid of the picture. And then he walks in his room and the devil's in his bed because they always have him fucking with the devil. And then he pulls off his pants and he has a small penis hanging out there. Oh, it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. I don't really like South Park that much anymore. I don't find it funny, but that episode had me dying. That had me dying. I started to show everyone but my friends on Facebook called me gross. It's funny. I'm Donald Trump and I approve this message. That's what it said, Donnie. Like, yeah. They came up and said, I'm Donald Trump and I approve this message. Yeah, they ripped it apart. And then episode 2 was one of his cabinet members. I can't remember her name, Christy something or something like that. And in real life, she shot her dog, right? So in the South Park episode, she is just killing dogs left and right. And then there's one scene where Crypto flies in there and she shoots Crypto in the head, bro. It is they are ripping him to shreds. And I think there's going to be a lot more to come during the season because those are only the first 2 episodes of the season. So Christy Nome, that's it. Yeah. Puppy Slayer. Christy Nome. Yeah, they ripped her apart, bro. I don't know, Roberto. I think it's on Prime. So if you get a chance to watch them, go watch those 2 episodes. They're very short, but you are going to be dying. You are going to die, bro. Oh, my God. And you know what?
Look.
Pardon me?
I'll be sure to give it a look.
Yeah, 100%. Because to be honest with you, Trump deserves it. All the stuff that he's getting, he deserves it. Because, the Christy Nome one, right? It's about ICE. Right, Roberto? So you watched South Park before, right?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, so there's the teacher that, I'm the one, all right, okay? We're going to go to the store, okay? Right? So he gets fired. So he joins ICE. They tell him they're going to give him like $500K a year. So throughout the whole episode, they're just rounding up brown people, right? So in one of the scenes, they're like, oh, there must be a lot of brown people in heaven. Bro, the next scene is a bunch of clouds and ICE go into heaven and picking up the brown angels, bro. And it's like, only the brown ones. Yeah, bro. They go to heaven and they're just picking up everybody, bro. It is hilarious, man. I'll get the same Botox and filters. Exactly. Yeah. Mar-a-Lago face receipts. Yeah, it's funny. You got to check it out. But guys, that was it. That's the show. I was actually hoping that Twisted Metal dropped at 11, but it didn't. So I'm going to wait and see if it drops at 12. If it drops at 12, I got my watch party ready for it. But if it's later than that, then it'll be tomorrow. But make sure to check out for that, definitely. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Right here, Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, with my boys down, Bigger Ford, JG, getting shit off our chest like we do live.
100%. JG, it's good to have you back, brother. We missed the intros. And surprisingly enough, nobody in the chat asked where JG was. So
That's
I'm just
okay.
saying.
That's okay.
But it's good to have you back, brother. We missed you.
Appreciate it.
Let the people know where they can find you, sir.
Yo, JG Shaolin, terrific, the undefeated, undisputed final boss of the 36 Chambers Shaolin. Ooh, Black Jim Kelly, film, actor, martial artist, Nzo. Yo, thank you all for tuning in live for this Wednesday night on the fire O.O.C. with the host Nzo, aka the Abbott, and the Osiris of the the Spliff King, the Professor of Ganja, alongside his co-host, Mr. Captain CPT Time himself.
Captain what?
CPT Time himself. Roberto, aka Mr. 100, aka No Trouble Dead. Everything gonna be irie. No woman, no cry. And that is it.
And just to know, I wasn't the only one that got a shot today. So good for you, JG. I'm proud of that one. You get a round of applause.
Hey, he always said I don't say nothing about Roberto. So there you go.
So, Mike, it was good. I wouldn't say excellent. It was good. It was some of the best alien we got in a long time. I wouldn't say excellent. I have a few issues with it, but it's not a bad. I wasn't here at the start. JG was here when I arrived. Yeah, I know, Dandelion. I did, Nzo, because I know why he was off. Yeah, you did ask last week. You did ask. That's correct. But with that being said, guys, I do appreciate it. Check out for the live stream at 12 o'clock if it comes on. Will be the 3 episodes of Twisted Metal, which I really hope it does because I want to watch those shows tonight. If not, we will do the watch party tomorrow, so I appreciate everybody coming on here. It's always a pleasure. Mike was in the house. Dandelion was in the house. Dewan was in the house. Jack Laws was in the house. The Stranger was in the house. Basil was up in here. You know what I mean? Who else? Juan, that is correct. Cousin T was in the house as well, And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. But one thing I will say, it's always a pleasure when you guys come in here and, hang out with us every weekend, man. It's always
enough
fun.
Respect.
Absolutely, 100%. But with that being said, guys, peace, love, and hair grease. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.
New brand yellow, I tell some clown. Till I come round, come for the 4 pound. Sit down, me love how you perform. You grabbing me body, you never go scratch your palm. Wait, your pussy good, me never dead so long. Wait, your pussy good, if you put it in a song. Tell you the man say, him better run. Come we fight for your pussy, old veteran. Watch how your step, landmine, set a pressure bomb. You just make it sitting tough up and I never gang. Squeegee round, I leave him alone. Shake your bum, see the shape of your round. Leave your panty, the G-string at home. Tell her come see me, come for the 4 pound. Me a Kai, sign your tits. 30 grapevine, bite your lips. Make you waistline, why not it? Don't waste time when I visit. Just come in and kiss me, no risky. She a said that the jacket he go fit me. Disappear like when me do the tricks. See a 5, but he did Lulu before 50. Come and make me pet a pussy genie. Me I know your brother nothing no wrong if you feel it. Pizza your harder, but me deliver.
Greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
Keep the secret.